Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dark Red Gaming Club. So today will be what I would say the final day I would say I would do a video until I'm back from vacation. So the thing is, I'm going on vacation and I'm not gonna be playing like the game like for a lot. So what I will just do is just play some stages and just talk about how I feel about the game and everything, like I do every time. Like, it's just, this game has definitely done something to me. I just don't know how. This game has shined a light for me when I first discovered it. And what can I say about it is it's just a fantastic game. This game overall is just a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, I played all the stages, I S-rank everything, I had speedrun some stages, technically one. I think I only speedrun technically one. And overall, it's just that I had a blast with it. I have a blast with this game, and I don't know how to thank the creator, Project-06, for it. It's just that this game has done a lot for me. Back then, I used to not like 06 after I discovered the glitches and the mess that the game had. But other people who reviewed the game from what it is, a missed potential, all it is. Because for me, Sonic 06 is a game where I can say it has so much potential, but it was overall destroyed because of Sega. I think it's Sega's fault for having created such a mess, and to be realistic, they deserve to die after that. They never deserve to come back after such a stupidity like that. They were planning to make the best Sonic game in history, and what they created was the worst Sonic game in history. Now, do I call it the worst Sonic game? I called it mostly the most missed potential for Sega in history, because if they let it if they did let the game be delayed for at least 1 year, the game would have done good, at least, but we would not get the glitches. We would not get like the mess we got. Maybe the hub worlds would have been a bit better. Maybe they would have thought, oh yeah, the character, like the human models look like freaking ugly, or they would have done some things for Sonic and the crew. They would realize how Amy is just a terrible character or something like that. They would have done something about it for at least 1 more year to create the game. But nope, Sega just decided to think of the money and just released the game in a state that it was not even close to ready. It was such a mess.
Let's get going.
Okay, so I will be playing and talking about it a bit during the entire thing. So yeah, don't expect me to just do content like say, oh, I'm gonna speedrun the entire stages, because I'm not that type of people who speedrun the entire stages and everything. I'm more someone who wants to enjoy the game, and that's just it.
Silver, we don't have time. Let's get to Elise right away. All right.
Imagine if Sonic Pox, the animator for the Silver Release, actually animated this entire scene. That would have been so cool to do. That would have been so cool. Oh wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I have a new controller with me. It's an Xbox 360 controller to allow me to play the game better. And unfortunately, it's not doing justice for me when it comes to overall the camera movements. Okay, I got that. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh wow, I was so stupid. I was supposed to homing attack, but what I did instead was just to do a stupidity like that. Wow. Alright. Yeah, this game is just so fun.
Let's try going up.
You know, I was thinking about this, but when I did my things I want for Sonic P06, my mind was going through a customization option, and I actually got a comment in Twitter that's saying that it would not have worked. And the reason comes for it is because the character models would have been damaged so badly. So I decided to maybe change that. Maybe I could do a part 2 of the things I want for Sonic P06 and eliminate the customization options, because overall is it was a decent idea I had. I mean, it was not like that bad. It could have made the game a little interesting, but we had to think about like I had to think about like the models of the characters that we're using. But for me, my mind goes through Sonic, because if you take a look at Sonic, look at his model. Like, I mean, it's the same as from the Retail 06, but he has these like these chip rings or something in his gloves and the shoes. Wouldn't it be easier to like create like a render from maybe like bring the Frontier shoe models from Adventure 2 to this Sonic P06 model? I am not sure if that would have worked, but overall, it's just a decent idea I had. Let's go to Silver.
Leave it to me.
Let me just say this. Silver's just so broken. Oh, I got damaged. Overall, it's just that, when it comes to overall the things I want for P06, I just want the game to do fantastic. And for me, a lot of people have already done that. Like, for example, maybe I should not mentioning a lot, but this person called not Char,
I think I can knock that structure down.
it was Jay's Reviews, who reviews Sonic P06 all along back, and he said something about characters having their own profiles when it comes to the controllers, which honestly, my mind comes to how I did not think of that, because there's some characters who could definitely benefit from that, because there will be players that won't know how to play as like maybe Silver in like the control scheme that the game tells you, and the way to fix that problem is to create a profile for the characters. Maybe some that don't need it, like maybe Sonic, because I think Sonic is the standard of the entire thing. And for me, that is not that bad of an idea. Oh, and by the way, if you were wondering why I never review P06 if I have a lot of things to say about it, well, it's easy for me to answer that problem, and it's the fact that a lot of people have already reviewed the game so much, dude, and everything I would have said about the game would have been the same thing that everybody has just said. That the game is fantastic, the polish is amazing.
I'll take care of all of you.
The polish is amazing, and the polish is amazing, and everything about the game is just so fantastic that you just.
The staircase is damaged. Now I'll have to use my power. Hey, not bad.
And like overall, if I reviewed the game, like say what do I think of it, then I would have said exactly the same thing that people have said about P06. Yes. That the game is fantastic. That the game is fantastic, and overall it deserves to be one of the best Sonic fan games in history. It's just that, really, I had nothing else to say. It would have been the exact same thing that people have said over time about P06. It just would have been the same. So, overall, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. The game is just fantastic. I will play this game, like, until the moon turns blue. Like, it was just that fun for me, because because this is actually my first like ever taste of what Sonic 06 was, or what could have been. Yes, I never ever played the original Sonic 06. I was more of a Nintendo fan. I was more Nintendo than anything. What? So yeah, I never played 06. I could have tried to emulate the whole thing, but I mean, for how the game's that glitchy, I highly doubt I would have had a pleasant time with it. Plus of all, I tried emulating Sonic Unleashed, But man, that game loves to crash every single time I try to play it. So yeah, you won't expect me to play Unleashed anytime soon on a PC. Please, Sega, just get me Sonic Unleashed for the PC. We fans would be more than happy to just get that game at long last. Oh my god. Imagine Sonic Unleashed on the PC would have been the best thing Sega would have ever done. And believe me, people would buy it. Maybe not everybody, but at least people would start buying it because they know how much, because people will know how good that game is. Actually, I will say, if this game never existed in the first place, which, to be honest, for how this game is, I say would have been literally impossible for, would have been literally impossible to say what would have happened if this game never existed. But I will give this. If the game never existed, my favorite Sonic game would have still ended up being Sonic Unleashed from the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. That's accurate for me because that game is still like the only official Sonic game that I can say was my favorite. Yeah, I really said it. Unleashed was my favorite game from Sega's side, but that's because they never released, like Sega never released a PC version of it, and I'm actually one of those people who are so confused as to why. All right, Kingdom Valley, I really like this detail from Super Sonic that every time that he goes super fast, he gets this blur of blue from Sonic Adventure that is the same one from his boss fight with Chaos, with Perfect Chaos to be exact. Oh my, that was such a cool attention to detail I never saw because I never played Adventure 1. And let me just say, I never will play Adventure 1. It's not a terrible game, but it's just that it's a game that has aged poorly. Like let me say that. It aged poorly for better for worse, because honestly I've seen gameplays of it and I thought the game looked horrible. But then again, it just came out like in the 90s or something like that. So honestly I cannot blame my time bonus was what?
Incredible.
Excuse me, but did the game not register my... Wow. Okay, what I was saying is that I saw the whole thing and saw the Adventure 1 style and everything, and I thought the game looked horrible. But it's from the 90s, so I understand if people think that it looked incredible, but for me, I just think it looks ugly. And if I was born in the 90s, I would have thought the same thing.
I'll show you my real power.
I would have thought of the same thing that I said right now, and I would have loved other Sonic games like Unleashed and possibly 06 if I had the chance to ever played it. But then again, I was more of a Nintendo guy, so I played only the Mario games. I knew Sonic thanks to Sonic Colors on the DS, of course. My brother had the DS, just like me, and my mom gave him this game called Sonic Colors from the DS version, and after that I wanted to see how he played. He played horrible, just out of pride for myself. He played horrible, and so I played it. I was also horrible at it, but over time I was the only person who cared and finished it. My brother didn't care about Sonic overall. I'm the only one in the family who cares.
I'll show you my real power.
Okay, I will say I still am thinking about the tier list I did for the best Sonic character in this game, and I still am to this day saying that Shadow's the best. But I'm thinking of putting Silver on top 2 because I played as Omega a bit while, and I will say I think I have one little issue with Omega. But Silver, man, Silver's just a beast, dude. It's just, he's so powerful, dude. Like, I don't know how Chaos X managed to create a really fun character, but this dude is just insane. But Shadow for me is still the same. He hasn't changed. He's still on my top 1 as the best character. Let's go to Crisis City for this one.
Shadow, don't be late. You're talking to me?
I really like this interaction with Sonic and Shadow, because this is how technically this should be. Like, rivaling as friends, people who just do something like that, and that alone is just that it's great. But the games today are just like, oh, Shadow hates Sonic for some stupid reason. I don't know what it is, but I think overall the modern Shadow is such an insufferable little. It's so bad, dude. Like, the Shadow of today is so bad. I really don't want that Shadow. I want this Shadow from 06. This is honestly the best Shadow we got in history. This is the best Shadow we got in history, and I'm really saying that because the Shadow from 06, like, man, that he was like epic in every way, and the story overall from him, his story was honestly the best part of that game. Handling Mephiles, discovering what technically happened during the Solaris project, finding a way to seal Mephiles, learning that what happened to him in the future, not even giving a care.
To move to an adjacent rail, jump while using the left stick.
Like, dude, that Shadow was so. This Shadow was so cool. I have no idea how this Sega not. Oh, what? Wow, I didn't even see that creature coming. But overall, yeah, I just think Shadow was the best character of the entire thing. I overall think he was incredible. Oh my god, I'm so horrible. You said a Shadow and I still didn't see it. Sorry.
Those things will crawl along the walls as soon as they jump sideways. Better watch out.
Yeah, as you saw, Shadow's just insane in combat. Like, it's insane just to look what the original game had, and look at this Shadow we have right now, and just tell me how this is not an improvement from the original game. This Shadow is honestly this is honestly the best Shadow I have ever played, and that's coming from me who plays Sonic Forces, and I hated that Shadow from that game. Man, he was just really just a copy of Sonic with just one little difference, which was his running animation. No! Ah, oh my god. I'm terrible. Okay, let's just continue. I don't want to beat up enemies like over and over. But yeah, Shadow's just really fun in this game, and that's why I always keep him at #1, because he's just that powerful. He's more of a beast than Silver, to be honest. The combat of Shadow is so powerful. I overall think I would prefer him over Silver. This is, of course, once maybe we get the hub worlds, that maybe I can judge one of the two characters to see who's better at it. Because overall, for how the hub world should be handled, I already talked about it. I don't know how Chaos X can handle the hub worlds. I think the best way is to make it like what Sonic Frontiers did. I died again. Unbelievable. Oh, what? Okay, what was that? And why there's no save during that whole thing? Man, there's no save around that part of Crisis City. Like, it's insane. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I will say this. Yes, I hate, like, with all my passion heart, I hate Sonic Forces. A complete missed potential game with nothing but to scam you with your money. I overall just don't like that game. And that's why, for me, there's this fan game of Sonic Forces I recently saw on Twitter. I said that why I should care. The game is terrible in every way, and even no matter, the game is at a point where it's just impossible to save it. And the point of this fan game I saw was actually to be like some sort of sequel after the events of Sonic Forces, or like say something else. But for me, again, I really just don't care. Okay, I did discover...
So much debris.
Oh my god, yes, Chaos X, you need to fix this. Like, dude, it's so easy to just dodge everything in here. Like, look at this. This is so easy. Oh, and I love the glider's boost. It's just recently I just discovered this entire thing. Man, this needs fixing. Okay, we're like part of Silver Stage. Like, overall, like, I hate Forces, and I don't care what fan game comes. I think that game is beyond fixing. Oh, what was that? Oh, by the way, the animation on Shadow is just really fantastic.
Yes. Will I make it?
Oh my god, I'm so glad that did not hit me. I would have lost my rings.
How big is this?
Okay, yeah, no, this is the next thing I'm gonna say. There should be like some sort of boost on the grinding rails. Seriously, this is insane. This is insane on a stupid way. Why are we going this low on a game like this? I mean, technically, yes, 06 was never meant to be like a fast-paced game. But for how the game is handling right now, I say that should be not the case of this game. Dang it, I didn't even reach the end.
Yes.
Dang! I didn't even see those springs! Oh my god! Okay. Okay. Not my best time bonus. But overall, I got an S ring. I don't care. But yeah, this was fun. Yeah, this is what I meant. This game is just fun overall because the level design of this game is just unbelievably incredible. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable that Sega never decided to do these levels again. Oh, by the way, look at my best time. Holy moly, dude! I did this level for over 1 minute. A 1 minute stage is insane, dude. Honestly, I should actually just make a short of me beating this stage in 1 minute. That would have been the best thing I ever done. But then again, other players have beat this thing in over 40 seconds.
This looks so beautiful.
It definitely is. This level, it looks so beautiful. Tropical Jungle. This part of Tropical Jungle has become one of my favorites in the game. Oh, and yeah, if you saw my life count, you might be wondering, how did I die so many times? Well, let me just tell you. Well, let me tell you a little secret. That was not me in the first place. Oh, damn it.
Grab Vulcan cannon shots, but I can block them with my psychokinesis.
But yeah, the whole thing with the okay, seriously? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Gotta be careful not to fall in.
Okay, but yeah. This game, this Tropical Jungle looks so incredible. I'm gonna actually skip a moment to talk about how this level design looks so freaking incredible. There's a lot of places to go, but if you're someone who knows how to play as Silver in this location, dude, you're just gonna beat the whole thing. Welcome to the jungle. You're already there. You're already right there in that location. Oh my god, dude. It's just insane to think how this level design is just so good. But if you're someone who plays really well in this level design, you should just can beat it in over a minute. Okay. And overall, look at this. I'm skipping half of the stage with Silver, and it's insane.
These enemies look like they're guarding that cage. It seems I'll need to defeat them first. I've got to hurry. Great.
But yeah, overall, I think what I want from part, I think what I would mention in part 2 a bit more is the fact that there should be a grinding boost.
That was easy.
Actually, that's a cool name. Where you actually hold a button, whatever button you want, and you go instantaneously faster in the grinding rail. Now, I want that to be like an optional thing, because I think if you add that to Sonic, you just destroy his Tropical Jungle with Elise. Or maybe not make it that for Sonic and Elise. I think overall the grinding rail on some stages, like say in Shadow's Crisis City, as you saw, would require such a thing. Because seriously, it really needs to be faster, because that thing is so slow, and it's a bit unacceptable. And it's not Chaos X's fault. It's actually Sega's fault for creating such a level design like that, or maybe Sonic Team, because they didn't count up for the fact that it's a really long grinding rail. What do you thought? It was an What do you thought? It was a ride from an amusement park? Like, yeah, sure. I'm not taking that from that game. And the last episode. You must know how excited I am once that thing comes out. Once what I would call the Solaris release comes out, dude, you're gonna expect me to scream. You're gonna expect me to scream when I see it, because if I already screamed by seeing the Silver release out of nowhere, you will expect me to just see Chaos X's channel, see the Solaris Release, which again I will call it like that for the rest of my life, and my god, dude, I would scream for a duration of 1 minute, and after that I will lose my voice. Yeah, that's technically what's gonna happen. I'm gonna lose my voice once I see the Solaris released. And I'll tell you, I'll be super excited. I will play it. And also the boss fights. You know the boss fight I only want to try? Let me just look for it. This one, Mephiles Phase 1. That's the only boss fight I actually want to go and fight that Mephiles in Stage 1. Because dude, the music in that one is incredible, and I think overall, doing it with a Shadow like this one, who his chaos powers are insane, and with Silver and Sonic as well. I hope this is fixed. the Sonic versus Silver, the first fight of those two, please fix it. Like, I don't know how they're gonna fix that problem. Like, maybe finally give us like a idea how to beat Silver or Sonic from these both perspectives. Because seriously, back then it was a life strainer, dude. That boss fight was so hard. You literally lose a life, but that's because you were never informed what you needed to do before you attacked Silver. And besides, Silver was almost invincible, and it was gonna throw you and say, "It's no use." Like, oh my god, dude. Like, hearing the voice of "is no use" is annoying to think about how many times he grabs you, he throws you, he takes your rings and goes after you again and throws you again. It's just endless. It's endless things that the boss fight did. And the overall, the glitchiness was also a huge thing in this thing. But yeah. I'll be excited for the Solaris release. As again, I will call it like that, and that's just for me. You can call it whatever you want, like the Super Hedgehog release or something like that. Because I mean, overall in the end, you do see Super Sonic, Super Shadow, and Super Silver at the end when the game is giving you a thank you for playing, and we'll see you in the next update. You could call it the Super Hedgehog release or like the Solaris release, which I will call it like that, or many things more. And the reason why I'm calling it the Solaris release is because this is the only thing you get from this fight. You only fight Solaris as the boss fight in this one, and it's because Solaris is a big threat in this game. I mean, then again, from story perspective, and like, dude, having that boss fight be so important in the game, I honestly would accept that. Oh, by the way, I actually am noticing this, but are these models from Sonic, Silver, and Shadow are the same ones from the game models when you start a stage? Because Sonic doesn't have the bracelets and everything, so I'm honestly confused. It's just a question. It doesn't need an answer. But overall, yeah, this is gonna be like my break video, because this will be almost like the last video I'll do until next month. Until maybe August or something like that. But I mean, August I'll start college again, and I won't be able to play a lot. But yeah, this might be my final video on Sonic P06 for a while. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this might be my last P06 thing I do, and this might overall substitute the review I was gonna do until I cancel it. 19% of those 90 people actually saw that a bit, and I'm actually shocked that some people were actually seeing it. I mean, the likes didn't do anything, but overall, I'm happy overall that people at least get to see that I canceled the project and my reasons for it. But yeah, overall, yeah, it might be the final main video I'll do of P06 until the Solaris release. I may come back to it with shorts and stuff, with the shorts and everything, but overall, this might be my last P06 content after the Silver release. I will say it again, this Silver release, best thing ever. Like, this Silver release just showed me that we need to have faith in this project. There's nothing to say that no, like the game is bad or like the game is flawed. If people are saying that, they're blind or they never played P06. Because this game is just fantastic. It's just the best Sonic game I ever played in my entire life. And from day on until the day I die, this game will forever stay as #1. As one of the best Sonic games I have ever played. Oh, and by the way, I also mentioned this. I'm aware of the new Sonic game that's coming out soon I think in fall? No, I think that's for the new Mario game. But yeah, this new Sonic game called Sonic Superstar. I said it on Twitter, I'm not buying the game. I'm sorry, Sega, but you are not gonna waste my money on another classic Sonic game. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, dude, it's a classic 3D Sonic. Do I care? No, I don't care. I don't want to play another classic Sonic game. I have Sonic Mania on my Nintendo Switch. I can play that game and still have a blast with it. Why do we need another Sonic Classic Sonic when they should have abandoned that since Mania? We can't go back. I don't want Sega to go back to the classic days, because that's all they're doing. Bringing back a style that we people know. All I want to see is a new style like what Frontiers tried. Frontiers was a good game. And the writing was incredible thanks to Ian Flynn. And overall, Frontiers did something unique, even if it had the boost formula, which is the same thing, but overall did something unique with the whole open world thing. Why don't we do something unique like that? Like, I mean, Sonic 06 was supposed to be the combination of Adventure 1 and Adventure 2. This was supposed to be Adventure 3. And yes, we won't never get an Adventure 3. Like, never. You're gonna hear me from this, but there will not be an Adventure 3. Never. Like 100 years can pass, and Sega would never release an Adventure 3. That's just a sad reality, because let me just give you all this. For those who are haters of Sonic 06, for those who like 06, for those who are Sonic fans, Sonic 06 is Sonic Adventure 3. You don't believe me? Take a look at the formula we have seen in this game. It's literally the same. You're getting introduced to a new character. Sonic has to do something in order to complete his part of the story. Their campaigns, even if Sonic Adventure 1 had a lot of campaigns and Sonic Adventure 2 had only 2, this game has 3. And the whole thing is about exploring the world, going to a hub world, and completing the final story, which is what after you beat the whole stage, the whole stories. You tell me that's not an adventure formula, and if you don't call this Adventure 3, I don't know what's in your mind. If you hate the game that much, or you don't want to admit the game is called like that so much, because for me, I would forever say that this game was the Adventure 3 we all been begging for years. And overall, it's that's the sad reality. This is Adventure 3.
Great.
But we people tend to ignore that such thing.
I'll show you my real power.
And I hate that people don't think of that. Don't think of Adventure 3 with this game.
Find 3 keys to move on. Leave it to me.
Okay, I will do this stage one. I will do this stage. I will do this stage because it's just to get something to do. Because seriously, I've been on the screen for too long, and I have done nothing. Okay, time to find the keys.
You need to be careful with that container. It seems there's a bomb inside.
Yeah, but what I'm saying again, this game is Adventure 3. If you think it's not Adventure 3, then you need to just look at the formula of the previous games. You need to look at the previous games and just see for yourself how the game was trying to be something. Okay, that's 1 key down. We still are missing 2. It's weird that I'm getting the middle one. It really is weird. And Chaos X, please fix this. This is insane. You should not be able to do this. You are not supposed to be able to do that. There's nothing here. There we go. Oh, are you kidding me? I hate these things. Is there another one? There we go. We got almost the final one. Oh.
It looks like you need to take them down.
No kidding, Rouge.
You're last.
Okay. This. Okay. I'm a bit frustrated because this part you need to grab like something to climb on, and it's insane that you have to go up again. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video at least. This is it. This is going to be my final main video I'm gonna do. I will be doing shorts and everything made from Dragon Ball Legends because I got the new LF Orange Piccolo. I got the new I got a lot of new stuff like the Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, which is insane to say to this day because it's been 3 years since we got that. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.